Coming up on Torrance Today, Police Chief Jeremiah Hart invites you to chat with the chief, creating a path towards open and honest dialogue with our community. Leaders of a home-based hospice say thank you to the community members who make their work possible. And vintage cars roll into the downtown Torrance Vintage Car Show. All this and more coming up right now on Torrance Today. Welcome to Torrance Today. I'm Kirk Lyons. It's 4 p.m. on Tuesday, June 6th. I hope you're having a good day so far. Thank you so much for joining us. Here is our first story. The Torrance Police Department is launching a new program called Chat with the Chief, aimed at strengthening the relationship between the department and the community.
What we were looking for is a really unique way to connect with the community and really to hear from them what's important as we continue to build more trust between the police department and the community that we serve. It's virtual, set up during lunchtime, so people who are at work could take a lunch break to meet with the chief virtually. And it'll be about an hour long of dialogue and engagement, really driven by the people who are there to speak with me. The police department is the City of Torrance Police Department, and we want to hear from the community on what are the issues affecting them when it comes to quality of life.
Chief Hart says CHAT, which stands for Cultivating Honesty, Accountability, and Trust, is a way for the department to accomplish its mission to preserve public safety and the quality of life in Torrance, respond effectively to the changing needs of the community, and to promote mutual respect. The meetings will be held once a month. For more information, visit torranceca.gov. Caring House, a nonprofit homesteading hospice program located in the heart of Torrance, hosted a thank you reception for those who make this work possible.
This space is an overwhelming expression of gratitude to each of the generous volunteers who created Caring House, and may we always remember the people who have helped us along the way.
Part of today was to recognize our donors and to show our appreciation for what they allow us to do. If we don't tell the donors what their gifts end up doing for our community and the impact on people's lives that they have, how will they know? We want residents and their families to understand that this is a safe place. This is a place that they come and they can bring their fears, they can bring their pain. We give them excellent care in a compassionate and dignified, peaceful manner. And everything we do at Caring House involves loving kindness.
Caring House has been open since 2016 and serves residents of the South Bay and its surrounding areas. It provides those experiencing end-of-life care and their families a place of peace and tranquility. It is the first and only one of its kind in LA County. For more information, go to yourcaringhouse.org. Vintage cars were on full display in downtown Torrance, giving spectators quite a show.
The car is a 72 Camaro, has an LS1 engine and a 4L60 transmission. Basically everything on the car is new. All new suspension brakes, interior. One of the few things that haven't changed is the paint. I love red.
We got dozens of fantastic vintage cars out there from all sorts of areas. We got plenty from the 60s, I mean all the way back to really early ones, probably even earlier than the 40s. It's special for here because we have a lot of these streets that are untouched since almost 100 years ago, so the cars look so good in this kind of original old environment here.
The annual event took place on Sunday and benefited several local charities, such as 1736 Family Crisis, Momentum Pediatric Therapy Network, and the Automotive Technology Program at El Camino College. Nearly 300 vintage cars were on display. 22 of them received awards for their excellence. CPR Awareness Week continued today at the Torrance Certified Farmers Market.
Yeah, there it is. I learned how to do heart compressions, like doing CPR. You have to call 911 and keep doing compressions until someone comes and help arrives.
We hope that the Torrance residents, if they see something, they're able to act and do something, call 911 and wait for the response from fire or EMS. Our response time for cardiac arrest is about 4 to 5 minutes, and that's approximately the amount of time that the resident will have to conduct hands-only compressions.
We got a green light? There you go, yes, we got a green light. Our first green light.
Torrance firefighters teamed up with local, regional, and national organizations to offer free hands-only CPR training. The last event takes place at Costco tomorrow, June 7th, from 10:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Sudden cardiac arrest is a leading cause of death, with more than 350,000 occurrences in the U.S. every year. For more information, call 310-781-7000. The Torrance City Council meets tonight to conduct city business. Resolutions will be read honoring 4 city workers upon the retirement after more than a combined century of service. A proclamation will be read celebrating the 55th anniversary of the Torrance branch of the American Association of Women. And the second and final reading of Ordinance 3917 will take place, amending a Torrance municipal code to prohibit the unlawful possession of catalytic converters in the city. Many more agenda items will be discussed tonight. The public is invited to the council chambers at 3031 Torrance Boulevard. The meeting begins promptly at 6:30 p.m. Virtual participation continues to be an option. You can send an email before the meeting to councilmeetingpubliccomment@torranceca.gov. And as always, you can watch the meeting live on our website, YouTube, and of course, right here on Torrance City Cable. We are counting down to our open house, and we're hoping you can join us. It takes place on Saturday, June 10th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. City Cable and others from the city will be there to greet you and fill you in on everything we're working on. Torrance Transit will also hold an open house on the same day at the same time at the new Mary Kay Giordano Regional Transit Center. You can park there at 465 Crenshaw Boulevard or at the Torrance Courthouse at 825 Maple Avenue and hop onto a shuttle to come over to the City Yard. We can't wait to see you in person again. This will be the first City Yard open house since 2018. With our new transit center comes new bus schedules. Starting Sunday, June 11th, 6 of Torrance Transit's routes will be changing. Learn more at transit.torranceca.gov. And if you're looking for a good excuse to not cook tomorrow, head on over to Norm's in North Torrance. Restaurants for Roses will have its fundraiser from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., but it's only at the 18705 Hawthorne Boulevard location. 20% of eligible sales will go to help the Torrance Rose Float Association. To grab a flyer, go to torrancerosefloat.org/calendar. Still ahead, it's Torrance Tuesday, and we'll take you to a concert featuring a piano with a special Torrance lineage when we come back in 60 seconds. Bye-bye.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help.
You were probably going to turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right.
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home.
I blew on him.
Hey! Okay.
If you love me enough to tolerate my perfect little pets and all their glorious dander, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
At the end of every episode of Torrance Today, we want to share a positive story that fits the theme for the day. On this Torrance Tuesday, we take you to a concert inside the Torrance Historical Society and Museum, featuring a piano with deep roots to our city.
We are are so fortunate to have this piano, which has come down through the Jared Sidney Torrance family, and they gifted it to the Torrance Historical Society. This piano is from the 1850s. History just isn't about things, objects and whatnot. It's also about sound, and we are delighted to hear this piano in action.
It's a real privilege to be asked to play this today for the Historical Society, and especially for members of the Torrance family who were here to hear it. So it's a real honor for me to be able to be part of that and be the one who helps them hear what it sounds like today.
I feel really grateful because we've hung on to it for so long, and it has held a cherished place in our family. But this way, we can always come and visit, and the people of Torrance can enjoy something that has been in the family for a very long time.
The 5.5 octave Rosewood Victorian Square Boudoir Baby Grand Chickering piano is on display at the Torrance Historical Society Museum located at 1345 Post Avenue. Thank you to the Andrews family for sharing this piece of Torrance history with us. Well, that's our show for today. Let us know if you have a positive story to tell or if you have a special graduate in your life that you want to celebrate. Email us at torrancetoday@torranceca.gov. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow with more news from and for our Torrance community. Have a good evening.